Dude, zippers are just cool contraptions.
I think zippers are. I think it's one of those things where once we invented zippers, we don't need to go backwards. We don't need to do the whole thing.
Everything should have a zipper.
Yeah, zippers are.
Remember when like CDs came out and you couldn't get the plastic open? They should have had zippers on the CD packaging. Dude, everything should have a zipper. Like I'm pro zipper. We've never broached on this before, but dude, this is a big deal to me. It's just like such a big deal to me. Everything should have a zipper. Because you can make them out of any material. There's plastic zippers. There's metal zippers.
Sure.
You can have wooden zippers.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
You can make it, but why would you? Wooden zippers would be the stupidest.
Because zippers are the best.
No.
Everything. Like barrels should have zippers on them.
Barrels?
Yeah, so you can open a barrel.
Just open the barrel. There's a plug on it. You pull the bunghole out. You don't want a zipper on your bunghole. That's no go, dude. They'll leak out of there.
All right, you know what?
Zippers aren't waterproof.
Zippers are doing. Barrels are doing okay, but every other
barrels. We'll just leave the barrels.
Yeah, wooden crates.
Zippers on wooden crates,
like the crates that are in the what is it called? The archives of the museum.
So you would rather have a zipper that anyone can access?
Anyone can access whatever a crate has now. Crates are not impenetrable.
I'm not saying crates aren't impenetrable. They're harder to open. They're harder to open because there's precious cargo in the. Do you really want Egyptian artifacts in a crate with a zipper on it?
Thank you for bringing that up.
Do you really want?
Thank you for bringing that up.
Do you want Egyptian artifacts in a crate with a zipper?
So here's the problem. Do you think that Egyptian artifacts are being accurately cataloged every single time? Do you think
this is a catch-22?
Do you think there are no mistakes?
You're trying to zip this up real.
Do you think there are no mistakes with cataloging ancient artifacts from Egypt?
Of course there are.
Of course there are. Now, you don't want to open up something that could potentially be cursed when you're just trying to look up something that's decorative. So you just unzip it, take a peek in, zip it back up.
I don't think you understand how curses work. I only unzipped this a little bit.
What is okay?
I half zipped the curse. Come on.
Name something in Egyptian lore where the curse is just from looking at it.
Where the curse is just from looking at it?
Because that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna unzip the crate.
It's about opening it. It's not about.
But you're opening the crate, not the artifact.
So you think the artifact? Wait. Okay. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah. See.
No.
This is quite a conundrum.
It's not a conundrum. I'm trying to understand what you're
paradox.
saying. Is the cursed object in a zipped up thing, or is the crate itself just housing the cursed artifact, and you can unzip it a little bit?
It's housing the container that is housing the cursed artifact.
It's housing the contained cursed artifact.
Because if it was just a cursed artifact,
so there's another crate inside the zipper crate.
Not a crate. It's an Egyptian. It's an Egyptian urn or something. And it's an Egyptian vessel of some kind.
But they already disturbed it from its possibly cursed area. I think the whole thing with the curse.
That's the thing. Areas are not cursed. Objects are.
Okay, but the whole removing the curse comes if you remove it from. That's what happened. No, from its place. That's what happened with King Tut's curse. They disturbed the tomb, then they moved the artifacts from the sacred place
out of the vessel that it was in.
It wasn't in a vessel. Is this a vessel?
Yes.
No, it's not.
What? It was the tomb. It was the sarcophagus.
It was everything in there.
And they opened the sarcophagus.
It wasn't just a sarcophagus. It was everything. They're taking canopic jars. Yeah, but they were taking everything.
You don't know you don't know if any of that other stuff is cursed. Dude, that's hearsay and speculation. We all know it was the sarcophagus.
You think King Tut was like, only curse this shit? Don't curse any of this.
I don't think King Tut want anything cursed. I don't think it's his choice.
You don't think King Tut?
I think it's about how you live.
I think one of the reasons they cursed it was because they didn't want people to find out that King Tut was an inbred, retarded man.
I thought you were going to say gay, but yes.
I think that's why they cursed it. They're like, I think
that's what I'm saying. It was based on how he lived. He was cursed.
I mean, he cursed by the gods.
Exactly.
I mean,
he was cursed.
I think
so. You don't get to not be cursed in your afterlife, you're cursed. He's an inbred retard. That's cursed. Dude, when you think about it, look at it. Look. There are certain people in life that you looked at and you're like, these people are cursed, right? Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
right?
cursed.
People that are extremely short, people that are extremely tall, both ends of the spectrum, cursed.
Do you think, now when you say extremely tall, you mean like fucking world's tallest man, gonna only live for like 7 years, like Great Dane,
Yeah, like
fucking knees
Andre
all
the
fucking.
Giant.
Yeah,
Is
sure.
for sure. He
Cursed.
was for sure cursed. I mean, he definitely did everything he could in his mortal life
straight
to
up.
make up for the curse. He was a sweet man,
He did great things.
but he was cursed.
Cursed, sure, all right. And you think midgets are cursed?
I think midgets are cursed.
You think how? Now, when I say midget, do you think like the midgets with like the normal head and like the weird stubby body are cursed, or you think like midgets like Warwick Davis who have like normal limbs and hands and stuff?
Listen, I am not trying to suggest that we should treat them differently because of their curse, because of their affliction.
You have cursed dwarfism. You have the cursed dwarfism.
They're all cursed.
You think they're? What do you think it's like a curse like past life curse? Do you think it's a curse like God's just I gotta curse somebody?
I can't say. I only know what's happening in the moment. Like I don't know what happened in their past life. It could be a future. It could be a future thing that they're gonna do in a future life. They could be pre-cursed.
You think you get pre-cursed?
Some precursors?
No, dude. That would suck ass to know you're pre-cursed.
But how would we know, right?
I guess we don't know. That's if you believe I'm assuming now you believe in curses. You believe in the cursed.
Nah.
Nah, this is just genetic freaks. It's just it's a terrible short end of the stick of the genetics.
Yeah, but anybody that's too anything is cursed, right? If you're too poor, you're cursed. If you're too rich, you're cursed. If you're too black, you're cursed. If you're too white, you're cursed.
I don't know
if you're not white enough, you're cursed.
I don't know if you're
not black enough, you're cursed.
Now, when you say too white, you mean like albinos?
No. I mean like too culturally white.
And you're cursed. Why would they be cursed?
Name one person that you know that's too white.
That's too white?
Yeah, that can live a normal life.
That can live a normal life.
It's no different than being too black.
I think most people in Sweden, Norway,
though they are aesthetically very.
But they're also
white.
they're living a culture of like, their environment and their culture is very homogenous. They seem to be.
No, I mean American white.
American white is a different thing.
Yeah, you can't be. Americans invented white. Everywhere else, they're just.
We made it the best.
Yeah,
way.
like, dude, black and white only exist in America. No, that's true. Like, you can have Europeans, you can have Africans, but black and white, only America has blacks and whites.
Look, I'm not saying you're totally wrong, but I am going to say is that seems like a very black and white conversation. You're making it black and white right now, because I when I look at it, you say blacks and whites, I see Italians as different. I see Italians,
not Italian Americans. They're white. That's why we have such a broad definition of what white is. That's why too white.
Name a person who's too white. Name a celebrity that you think
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Too white.
He was too white. He was so white to start eating black people.
I guess you got to get your power from somewhere,
That's how white he was.
Do you think Jeffrey Dahmer would be as seen as more of a monster if he was eating white people?
Dude, that's even whiter.
If he was only eating white people, do you think he'd be seen as more of a monster?
Dude, I don't even know, man. That's like, I think he was being gracious by not only eating white people. I think
he's definitely not a racist.
He's not a racist.
Definitely not a racist, and not a homophobe.
Yeah, he could be a self-hating white.
He could be. Yeah, I think he was a self-hating gay.
He wasn't a self-eating white.
No, he definitely not. He's like. Imagine Jeffrey Dahmer biting into a bird. Is this got white people?
This is white. This guy's white.
This guy's white.
Yeah.
I wonder if you. I wonder. You know what?
You know how you can tell?
No one's ever asked him that.
But you know how you can tell?
How you can tell if you're eating white people?
You can tell which race of a person you're eating.
How's that?
Well, you can only tell if it's delicious. If it's like average or like doesn't taste.
Are you about to make a white people are bland joke?
No.
Is that what you're gonna make? You're gonna make a fucking easy, low hanging.
Not at all.
Fucking.
This is gonna be an even lower hanging. Just so you know, I want you to be prepared. This is like that is not.
This better be in the dirt, dude.
Dude, this is a fucking root vegetable.
It's not even fruit.
Yeah, dude.
It's the turnip of jokes.
Yeah, dude. Only specific types of pigs can find this joke.
Fantastic. So, what is the? How do you know? What
if
is?
Because you can only tell if it's delicious.
Sure.
Right, and then when you bite into it, how it makes you dance.
I mean,
you can't even argue with that.
No.
You can't even argue with that.
So you mean like if you were? Wait, are you a dancer when you?
Am I food?
Are you a food dancer?
Dude, I'm a dance biter.
Oh,
dude, for sure.
No,
everybody is.
Dude. I'm not.
Is. You just try to claim. You just in your mind convince yourself that you're not dancing. When you eat something delicious,
what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking
everybody
about?
dances.
I do not dance
delicious.
when something's delicious.
Show me what you do. All right, you're gonna bite the most delicious thing, like handheld, maybe a burger.
Yeah.
Right. So you can bite it. So not a fork thing.
I'm biting into a burger.
All right, and the most delicious burger you've ever eaten in your life.
Wow, that's really, really good.
See, that's a white dance.
That's not a white dance. I don't think you've been on the internet. Have you seen people who are like, they do their
that doesn't. That's
do
for
it
clicks, man.
I've
that's
seen
for
people
clicks.
do it.
That's
I've
not
seen
real.
people do it.
Dude, that's
it is
social
wild.
Media eat dancing. That's not
or
real.
like, the people are like,
that's sensationalized eat dancing. That's not how people actually
How do you dance when you eat?
You mean like if I eat something delicious?
Yeah,
I'm black.
That's the same thing white people are doing. White people do that. I've seen it.
White people can't hit that.
You've never seen a white person eat German potato salad. You've never seen them.
But you can't hit it the way I just hit it, though.
What are you talking about?
Like if you look at the silhouette of me dance eating and you dance eating, nobody's gonna be confused over who's the white guy.
No one. I don't think anybody would be confused over it anyway. Because I'm not gonna dance. I would never dance.
Take the eating part out of it. If there was a silhouette of me dancing and a silhouette of you dancing, we're gonna be able to tell who the white guy is.
No shit. That's a way different thing.
How is that a different thing?
That's a different thing.
How is that a different thing?
Because one, I wouldn't. If we're comparing, like if you're like, yo, you got to dance, I'd be like, I guess I have to. If you're talking about eating and dancing, that's a different thing. You're sitting down. You don't think I could go?
You don't look like I just looked.
Do it again. Oh, because you're doing that.
You're not doing it.
Yeah, no,
you think you're doing it.
No, I know I'm doing it. I guarantee if we had silhouettes, I guarantee it.
I think you might be dance cursed. I think you might be. I think you're cursed with thinking thinking you're doing the dance. Dude, I think also, not only that, I think a lot of white people have that curse. I think a lot of white people are cursed with thinking they're nailing the dance.
I don't think I'm nailing it, but I'm doing it very, very, very close to it. I don't think I'm nailing it. I don't have the jive. The jive
is the dance.
No, the jive is the vehicle. The dance is the destination.
Dude, this is what differentiates each ethnicity in their dance.
What do you think black people are cursed with? What do you think the biggest curse that affects the members of the African American community?
I mean, big dicks, high verticals, fast 40s. An impulsion to borrow things that aren't ours and never give them back.
I would say you guys are object cursed.
Yeah.
I just took this. I'm cursed. I swear to God,
yeah.
I'm cursed.
And then we're cursed with the pressure to look fly all the time.
You think that's... it's funny you say that. I think it's more like I give black dudes and women the same pass that I give that you both get the same pass.
Like, what is that pass?
The pass is no matter what you're wearing, I'm never questioning it. Like it's never like a what is that guy wearing?
Okay.
It's a that guy's black. That's I guess that's what black guys are doing. It's like same thing with like women. They're like, does this look good? I'm like, you're a chick. Does it matter? Being
in a context where you are getting the same pass as a woman is a fucking curse.
It's the thing. It's like, look, when you see a black dude in his 60s, wearing like a flat brim hat that's like backwards and oversized like jersey and like some like baggy jeans and sneakers, at no point in time I'm like, what is that old dude doing? But if I see a white guy in his 60s, I'm like, man, that's the oldest retarded man I've ever seen in my life.
Which is totally fair.
I'm like, wow, that guy.
But that should be the same thing for the black man.
But it doesn't go that way.
But it should be, because listen, if you're giving them the same pass that you're giving women, obviously that black person is cursed. Obviously, because all women are cursed.
What are women cursed with?
Come on, do you really have to ask?
Tell me the curse.
They're
besides being the enemy of logic.
Thank you. Thank you. Goodness gracious. That's a curse, man.
Besides being
Dude, that is a curse. They're too illogical.
It's wild, man.
Yeah.
It's a wild thing. But I would say the curse, I mean, it would be sick to have like a real curse though.
Yeah.
It would be sick to have like a curse like you were like, I can't do something because like why? It's like, well, if I do, I'll turn. Like when people talk about like the curse of like a werewolf, would you right now, if someone told me like, Sidney, this is what's going to happen. The next full moon, you are going to become an uncontrollable monster that you may attack your family, which would suck, but you'll be stricken with supernatural ability. And you will be an unstoppable carnivorous beast during a full moon. And then when that's gone, you go back to being you with no real recollection or memory of what has happened or what transpired.
For black people, that's a curse.
That's a curse?
For black people, it's a curse. Not so much for white people.
How do you mean?
Because it ruins our clothes. Every single time we have to get new jeans. You bust out of your fit every single time?
I'm just saying.
That's crazy.
Foreman Mills is still around.
Yeah, but Foreman Mills are like pre-busted out clothes for werewolves. They're like, it's like, and if anybody doesn't know what Foreman Mills is, it's TJ Maxx on crack. They are werewolf clothes. Foreman Mills makes werewolf clothes.
It's Full Moon Mills. It's Full Moon. Full Moon Mills. I was wondering why they put the howling in the back of at the end of the commercial. I was like, man. This is a pre-ripped werewolf.
For werewolves.
For werewolves, sure.
TJ Maxx wanted to get into that market.
Sure.
But they're still trying to maintain mainstream.
They're like, look, we got to make these clothes last a little bit longer.
A little bit longer.
Foreman Mills, yeah.
Maybe vampires.
Oh, man. I would actually be way more... What would you rather be, a vampire or a werewolf?
I like being outside in the daytime, man. I love it.
Yeah, daytime's pretty sick. But if I had to be... I'm pretty sure I'd rather be... Man, that's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up?
It is, because like when I think of vampires, here's what I think of. The problem is vampires, they really gate up vampires. They really... If you watch like any movie... There are like certain ones like where vampires are like, you know, just regular people. But then like if you look at like the whole ethos of vampires, are all pompous and fucking posh, and they're just like, they're way too much of socialites.
That's the way I just feel about the general gay community. I feel like they gate up gay people a little too much, which is a curse. Being too gay is a curse, for sure.
Do you think that some? I wonder if a really overly flamboyant gay dude who can't turn it off is like, I am cursed.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Oh, I just can't be stopped.
This is impossible.
I'm so bad.
The only problem is he can't stop looking in the mirror. He's like, no.
Yeah.
I wonder if yeah, it sucks because every time I see like vampires in movies, I'm like, that would be cool to be immortal, and you gain knowledge from just being around, for so long, and you gain strength as you get older. But like, do you have to dress like a fucking
black guy?
Weird freak.
Vampires dress like black guys.
That's my problem. Every time I see an older black guy, I'm like, he might be a vampire.
Dude, every white vampire is appropriating black culture.
I'd be like, man, he might be a vampire.
Yeah.
He's got a flat brim hat on and an oversized jersey. He might be a vampire.
Dude, I think it's safe to say that all wiggers are vampires.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're vamping out.
They're vamping out. They're vamping
pretty hard. Pretty hard.
They're vamping so. That's the other thing too. Is like when it goes back to the whole where I just kind of give black dudes a pass when they're like wearing anything. If I saw a white dude, I'd be like, dude, what are you doing? Come on, you stop being such a huge wigger right now. You're being out of control.
He's cursed, man.
It's like, but you can break that chain.
How do you break a wigger? How do you break the wigger curse? Without going too far in the other direction. I don't know a single person that has broken it. We know somebody who used to be a strong wigger is what he is now. So I'm just going to say Mike Rainey.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you think he broke the curse?
Oh, yeah. He definitely did. He did.
You think he's fully out of the wigger curse?
I think what happens is, like, let's put it this way. If there's a glass of wigger in the room, mm-hmm. he can't go near it. You know what I mean? Someone, if you went to a party, someone was like, yo, we got wiggers here. He's like, you know what?
You don't want to see me around wiggers.
I think he looks back on his wigger phase with, there are going to be good times and bad times with it, but I think if he was truly cursed with it, he'd still be wigging out hard. I think that's the difference. He grew out of it.
So
he shed his wigger coil.
Here's what I would say, because it is a nonstop effort to not go back. That still is the curse.
You think wiggers have the one day at a time?
They are, dude. He's got a sponsor.
One at a time.
And all his sponsor does is just call him and see how he answers the phone. If he answers the phone, hey, yo. It's like,
yo, I saw an XL Iverson jersey. I'm really struggling right now. Stay strong, dog.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
I just pushed the wristband up to my forearm.
I don't even bowl, dude. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what's happening right now, who I am.
That would be, I wonder if there's got to be wigger sponsors. There's got to be like somebody who's like, yo, I got out of it. But
First of all, wigger sponsors can't talk like that. You can't start your sentences with the yo.
That's
a gateway word. You're gonna push him right back into wiggerdom. You can't do that, man. It's crazy.
The first test is spelling dog, D-O-G. There's no W in there. There's no A and W in dog.
Yeah.
You have to calm down.
What?
I didn't think. Yeah, I'm wondering. There's got to be like a wigger outreach, like number you could call, like if you're struggling with wigger
Dude,
culture.
The first time that the wigger sponsor and the wigger are introduced to each other and they have to shake hands. Yo, that's crazy. Yeah,
they're like, what?
Dude, put it down. What
are you talking about?
Yeah.
What up, dog? What?
Yeah.
No, there's. I'm pretty sure it's more like, look. I understand wigger culture in the way that, like, I get it. It can be fun, but it also gets to a point where, like, my head is like, once you reach I've never seen. I personally have never seen a 50-year-old wigger. I'm not saying they don't exist.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I've just never seen them. Unless that's your bread and butter. Like ICP, that's their life. You know, like that's their bread. Like they have to stay wigging. They gotta stay.
I think once you, if you're trying to go to the grave, you're trying to wigger to the grave, you retire to Pottstown, Pennsylvania. That's where all the old wiggers
That
are.
that is the wigger graveyard.
Yeah. It's the old wigger capital of the world. It's Wigger, Florida. Dude, it is where they go.
I just think that
they just crip walk to the grave.
I do think if you're a wigger, it's either you make money off of being a wigger or you stop. Like I think there's like a point where you're like, yo, I'm not gaining any capital from being a wigger.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
I don't think we also I don't think we really acknowledge wigger gradients. We just look at the extreme wiggers, and we don't look at because we don't
look at business casual wigs.
We don't because we don't look at unfortunately we don't look at black culture on a gradient.
That is true,
right? And everything that a black person can be, a wigger can also be that version of a black person. So like you can have like a wigger version of a you say like an Urkel.
Urkel was a wigger.
But do you see what I'm saying? But that's because we don't look at black culture on a gradient. That's a extreme black nerd.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Okay.
And then there are white nerds that are wigger nerds, but we can't tell. They're passing.
Who are these wigger nerds? Give me an example of a wigger nerd. Because I think Urkel is a wigger. He adopted what we consider white culture. He adopted it for the show.
Not even a tad.
You don't think that's what happened?
Not even a tad.
You don't think that when they started writing Family Matters?
Nope. That is extreme black nerdom. 100%.
You think Got Any Cheese is extreme black nerd?
Dude, going over to people's houses just to borrow food? You've never even heard of that. That's how black that is. That's crazy. It's crazy black shit. Dude, listen, if you live in the hood, we all know, and again, typically the person that would say that isn't saying it like Urkel. He'd be like, yo, you got any cheese? Yo, hook him up with some cheese, dog. Yo, what up with that cheese? Yo, slide me over that cheese, dog.
Yo, let me get peas.
Yo, where them Kraft singles at, though?
You think...
I saw your mom came from the grocery store earlier today. I know you got some cheese.
Let me borrow some cheese.
Yeah, let me just...
Well, no, we used to borrow
sugar
and flour, butter.
Returnable shit.
Eggs.
Right?
You can return cheese.
But that's very common. Like you would have you would like vultures. You know, like certain people, especially like my mom was the like a giving house. So she was like, so dog, I promise you, man, like my mom would come home from the grocery store and like we'd bring all the groceries and stuff in. Next thing you know, you have somebody knocking on the door asking for a snack pack. Yo, what's up with them?
For real?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is, I guess I didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
I guess I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Man, the more I know.
The more shooting star.
But it just says the N-word.
The more you N-word.
I was like, oh, man, I never realized that.
Yeah, that's like, I didn't, so for the longest time, like, I wasn't very familiar with white culture until maybe like 8th grade is when I started to like realize that like whites had a culture. I had no clue.
Wait. What was your first introduction to white culture?
Okay.
What was the first introduction to the illustrious, unstoppable?
This is gonna be crazy. This is a crazy thing. Is the singer Sting?
Okay.
Right. He had the song Roxanne.
Yeah.
Roxanne.
Put on the red light. Yeah.
All right. So I don't know if you know this, but Sting was one of those like omnipresent artist where he went beyond mainstream to the point where everybody fucked with him. So like black people, white people, he wasn't niche, right? Sure. So you take like a lot of people,
which is wild because he was in a band called The Police before that. And
dude,
he
loved it.
And he had to.
Black people loved it.
Fuck the Police. Not Sting.
Not the Sting, please.
Not the Sting version. Sting pretty good.
Yeah, and so, for example, like Whitney Houston was like an icon. Like when you reach icon status,
sure, you
kind of get taken out. Like I was talking to Ansley about this the other day, that I feel like now there's like almost too many musicians to keep track and like follow musicians.
Okay.
Like back in the day when we were growing up, there were like 5 musicians per genre. And that was it. And then like one of them would like escalate to the point of icon, and then they'd be out of the genre, and then another person would take their place as one of the 5.
Gotcha.
Right?
I mean, I would say, here's what I will argue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you're wrong for what you were perceiving in that time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there were tons of musicians. It's just now there's ultimate platform for everybody. That's what matters. I think that's what it is.
Because it's it's how they get to us.
Sure,
is what matters.
Yeah.
So like for us, for the masses,
yeah, we
had okay. Let's put it to you this way: there were 5 that like you could ask a person if they knew them, and then there were like 5 underground ones that like only the people of that.
Got you.
Right? And then you would reach icon status and kind of get taken out of it.
Who is the biggest icon of the 90s?
Of the
90s in pop music.
So Sting had it for a little bit.
You think
it was like 80s? Sting had it
Sting
in the 80s.
80s and 90s, but I think I honestly think the biggest pop icon from the 80s even into the 90s is Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was the
but yeah, for that
unstoppable
for pop music.
Sure,
yeah. For sure. But like Whitney Houston, I guess you would even that's another fair argument, because once a person goes to icon status, it doesn't matter what genre they are, they're now pop.
Sure. Yeah, I guess so.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Yeah, that sucks.
It does suck, but it is what it is.
I guess so.
Like, because thinking back, like Whitney Houston was pop at her height. She was pop music.
What do you think she started out as though?
R&B.
She started out as R&B?
Yeah.
Is Dance with Somebody R&B?
Rhythm and blues.
I want to dance. I think that's a pop song. Dance with Somebody.
Whitney Houston sang it.
Wait. My whiteness is confusing me.
wait. Let me
cloud of whiteness.
Yeah, wait. Let me make this point real quick. So so for me, it was like, oh, these white people are imitating black people, right? So like Vanilla Ice was imitating black people,
very much,
right?
So.
He was being a wigger.
It wasn't.
So
even
when
I
saw him, I didn't see white culture. Like that wasn't white culture to me. That was a white person trying to act black. So that was more black culture.
We knew even whites knew that,
right?
We didn't see that as white culture.
So Sting, he was cool, and I assumed that he was also mimicking black culture until one of my uncles explained to me that Sting is a cold ass white boy. And I was like, oh, I didn't know white people could be that version of cool.
We didn't know they could be cold asses.
Right? I didn't know that. That's what introduced me to white culture. Realizing that there was a version of coolness that white people could be and still be within the context of white culture.
Who do you think the coolest white guy ever is?
Coolest white guy ever?
Can't be can't be Sting.
It's not Sting, and you're not going to like my answer.
Oh, fuck.
You're going to hate it.
Oh, my God.
Because I'm black, so this is my answer. Larry Bird.
All right. I don't hate that answer.
Okay. You don't seem to love it either.
I don't hate it because it's easy. It's an easy answer. I'll say that. It's an easy answer because he's very, very black adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
He's very black adjacent. He was playing basketball when the league at the time was being then dominated by African Americans,
and stayed white as fuck.
Oh, he stayed. I'll say that. At no point in time did he.
Not a drop. He even his shit talk was the whitest shit talk.
Get out of here.
You're not from around here, are you?
You're stupid.
Yeah. You go back to your side of the court.
I don't like you. Did it. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think Larry Bird, I would say he's a cool white guy.
Cool ass white boy.
Cool ass white guy. And it's only because he could ball though. If you take away,
But he balled so white.
he did ball white. He was the whitest baller
The
ever.
whitest baller ever.
It's
That's
kind
what
of
makes
insane.
him cool.
Which also, but that's really funny though, because it was a completely different style.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think a black dude at the time would try and ball that style, aggressively diving all over the place?
Dennis Rodman.
No, at that time.
During the Bird era?
during the Magic Bird rivalry. Do you think a black dude would be like, yo, I guess I could do that. I guess I could if that's working for this boy.
So I would say that Larry Bird's style of basketball, the whiteness of his basketball style, isn't necessarily his diving on the floor, because that happened. There were I'm seeing basketball players, black basketball players in that era with the big, thick knee pads on that they would wear, and the elbow pads. They wore those because they were floor divers.
Sure.
Like there were people that were assigned, like you know how like hockey has enforcers.
Sure. Yeah.
Basketball had floor hustlers.
Was wild.
Right.
Yes.
So what made Larry Bird his whiteness is the rhythm at which he moved. It was very white.
Yeah. It was very.
Yeah. You got it. Now. That dance you nailed. Now you're nailing it.
Yeah, try and recreate that.
I can't.
Try and recreate it.
I can't move like that. Like I don't have the anatomical proportions to move that way.
Is it because you have one more bone in your foot?
I think you guys have one less bone.
I think we do. We do have one less bone.
Yeah. And that's why you guys dance like that.
It's the tendons in the ankles. Damn these tendonless.
Yeah.
You know what? Now, wait. Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Since you are a father
Okay.
of mixed race children,
I have mixed race children.
do you think your son has the bone or not? Have you yet to see it?
Yeah, my son is the ultimate daywalker.
Very.
He has all of the black superpowers and none of the weaknesses. So he has the bone.
He has the bone.
Mm-hmm.
Does he know he has the bone yet?
I don't think he does. I think I don't want him to know, because no one man should. No white man should have that much power.
You think he's gonna come home from school one day like, Dad, this happened, and you're just gonna close the book. Son, it's time we talked.
And all of a sudden he's gonna be wearing matching sweatpants and sweatshirt.
It's gonna be like Teen Wolf. He's gonna be in the bathroom freaking out.
Yeah.
And you're like knocking on the door. It's like, we have to talk. And he opens up, and you're just standing. It's like, what is this? It's like,
why are all my clothes and shoes the same color?
He usually skips a generation. I thought it was gonna skip you too. He got you.
Yeah.
He got you. Yeah, no.
And by the way, for anybody that's kind of new to World War Fun and new to Ryan and myself, you have to know that my son is a biracial kid with white skin.
Whitest skin.
That is the crux of what we were
Whiter
doing
than my skin.
It is.
It is.
He's fair.
He's very fair skinned.
He's a very fair skinned gentleman. Yeah.
He's a very, and again, I think there is going to be a time where he's going to do something so black that he's just going to be like, what is this about?
Nah, he's pretty engaged with we hang out with my black family.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's not out.
I'm glad you don't keep them away.
Yeah. No, we keep him in both worlds.
That's good.
He is the avatar.
That's great. I'm glad
he's the bridge between the two worlds.
He's doing double duty. Dude.
Yeah. He makes sure that neither his mom nor his dad ever become cursed.
He's well, now, do you think that's a curse in itself?
What do you mean?
Bearing all that weight?
What weight?
The weight of making sure that his mom and dad do not become cursed?
Dude, making sure that your dad doesn't become too black is a privilege.
I'm just saying, that seems like a lot of pressure.
What?
That seems like pressure, man. That's all I'm saying. It's like, oh, I got to make sure my dad doesn't become too. It's like having to pull back the leash on a pit bull the whole time. My dad's getting too black.
Yeah,
you know how it is. No, I don't. I don't know what that. Nah, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, but he doesn't like he's having a because like I'm not a how do you say like my version of blackness isn't like hood BT version blackness. Not what white people consider. Like there's only like here's the thing. Because we don't have the familiarity of nuance, right? Uh-huh. When we look at the other culture, we look at it from more of a not an umbrella. How am I trying to say this? Like a less nuanced but provocative version of that culture.
Sure.
Right.
Okay.
So, like for white people, black is, yo, like that's black to white people. Right.
In some, I think now it's not. It used to be.
Yeah.
I think now, honestly, that whole thing is like, oh no, that's hood. That's not black. Black has become this thing where it's like, no, I've met black people that aren't like that in any capacity.
Yeah, but they're still. I didn't mean to interrupt
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think it's more like the more black people. I think a lot of people are like, who live in fucking, the middle of Pennsylvania. Maybe their brain's like, yeah, that's what all black people are doing. But the moment you interact with more black, you're like, no, that is not how it is.
Yeah, but people like us are the people that are contributing to it. And when I say people like us, I mean like comedians and people in media. Because when a black person strays far enough away from that archetype, the hood archetype,
sure,
people start to characterize them as white presenting. Social, like society wise. I'm not saying whether or not that is the case. I'm talking about the perception from the outside.
I get. I'm again. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. But in my head, my brain's like, oh no, that's not white presenting. It's like that's just your normal presenting. You're presenting normality.
Yeah, but black normal and white normal are two very different things.
I'm not going to say they're not.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is when it comes down to just the middle of the road, my brain's like, oh, no, that's just a normal dude. If I saw a black dude being like a crazy hood dude, I wouldn't be like, oh, man, all black. I'm like, no, that's like a fucking weird subsect of a culture that I know nothing about.
Yeah, again, you're one person. You're speaking for you.
I guess
you're speaking for you.
I guess
I'm speaking for the general perception of people from people.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. I think,
dude, like I've experienced it my whole entire life.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah, like I have.
I'm sure you have.
I have unfortunately had to show people that I'm not the type of black person that they can just beat in a fight. And dude, that has sucked for me. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't go out to start trouble. Like, and you know this. Like, in the comedy world, I've had to fight other comedians.
Sure, it's happening
because they were under the impression that I was white enough of a black guy that they could easily beat me in a fight.
I think so. Here's the other thing. I would say it's the opposite of that.
What do you mean?
So in my brain,
tell me why you want to fight me. These are reasons why you want to fight me.
No. My brain is this. I would say the amount of fights I've been in with black people is not. I would say maybe 5 or 6 black dudes in my life that I've gotten into a fist fight with.
What's your record?
Oh, I've won every time.
That's racist.
Every time.
You're beating up black people.
Every time.
You're undefeated against black people.
And it's been they've walked away. So it's like they've been like, nah.
Oh, they were hood black people.
Exactly.
Yeah, hood black dude, which is before you get into this, one of the craziest things in society is that most of society, when they think of like the intimidating version of a black person, it is a hood black person. The least intimidating people on earth.
That's
what
that's kind of the point I'm making.
If you graze their cheek, they're like, nah, I'm gonna be the bigger man
Dude,
It's time to be the bigger man.
my biggest concern, honestly, every time that it's happened, was when there was more, like, if it was a dude with, like, his boys, I'm like, fuck. Mm-hmm. My biggest concern is, like, okay, we'll get into it. And it's like, I'm not, it's almost like velociraptors.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not the raptor in front of me. It's from the two from the sides that you didn't even see.
But
I was like, fuck.
you only get jumped if he hits you first, and that hit has a large impact on you.
Sure.
Then the raptors jump.
Oh,
in.
no, yeah.
But if you hit him, dude, everybody else like, nah, white boy laying in punches.
It was kind of like one of the, and it was like, they were all, I wouldn't even say, that's funny, I said fights. They weren't even really fights.
Mm-hmm.
They were scraps at best. And it was like 2 or 3 hits and then they'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right.
That's most fights in the hood.
I was like, this is, but in my brain, I'm like, what are you doing? So part of me was like, what are you doing?
If you were black, because you were white, it was just nah. But if you were black, he would have given you an excuse that only a black person could understand. Do you know what I mean? Like you would have hit him. You would have hit him 2 times.
What's the excuse?
And he'd be like, "No, all right, y'all. You lucky I just got this white tee." Like it would be shit like that.
Oh yeah, I guess I wouldn't understand that.
You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
No.
Get back over here and let's continue fisticuffs.
You can get another one.
Yeah.
Full Moon Mills is open. I know where Full Moon Mills is. You could get another one, dude.
Yeah.
Shut up. Yeah, I think. Every time they were like very short, but I think that's what I'm saying is where you. I think because you weren't like a hood dude. I think my brain would be like, oh, that guy would fight because he's not like an overly hood dude.
But and that's what you think because you're not black. Black people who grew up in black neighborhoods, they know that even though I'm not hood presenting, I was raised black Orthodox.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Like black hood Orthodox.
Sure.
You know, like my family.
But now your lap's black.
Oh no, I'm still.
Oh, you're still
Orthodox.
every major holiday.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I say black
sure.
grace.
I observe.
I say black grace at every meal. Lord,
every equinox. Yeah,
it's wild.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, I guess it's more like, yeah, I guess the black fellas will see you as like, no, I know that.
No, not all black fellas.
Not all black fellas
can see it because not everybody grows up in the culture. See, a lot of people grow up outside of the culture, but they emulate the culture, like the hood culture, right?
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Like it's like the difference between Derek Gaines and Dave Temple.
Ah, I see.
Right?
Yeah.
And you know which one grew up in the hood and which one grew up in the suburbs,
I do.
Right? Dave Temple knew who I was right away.
Yeah.
Derek Gaines,
sure.
It took a while for him to realize what he was dealing with.
I got you.
You understand?
I got you. Wild. I guess it's in the same thing with white people. Like
that's so funny. David Temple and Derek Gaines they're like the perfect archetypes for like hood black guy and then suburban black guy who loves the hood culture.
It's
dude, they're
I get
perfect.
It. It's the
and
same.
You look at the different way that they dress.
I do, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
You can see it.
Yeah.
It is very. I think it's the same thing with like, I guess whites. I can always tell who's a piece of shit.
Exactly.
You know,
that's what I'm talking
I can always tell who's a real piece of shit. I'm like, no, that guy.
Yeah,
that guy uses a Leatherman to clean his teeth.
Yes,
like I know that guy.
Yeah, because like if you're really from the hood, there's a part of you that wants to move with stealth.
Sure.
And it's not just like not because you don't want to be recognized as being from the hood, but you just want to be able to do your dirt and not be the first person accused of the dirt you're doing.
Sure, yeah, I can see that. I guess I never thought of it that way. I guess it's because I'm not black.
Not black enough.
I would say on a scale. I would say honestly, I would say I'm a 4 in blackness.
Out of what?
Out of 10.
4 out of 10.
I'm a 4.
Let me see you dance again.
Is this one? this one? You guys do?
Yeah.
I've played a lot of video games. I've seen people dance black in video games.
Well, what like now, since we're kind of on the topic, right? What is your curse? What do you think your curse is?
Oh my God. I think the curse I have the most is I think it's honestly the biggest curse I have is the dumps I take. They usually I don't have anything on the toilet paper. So I'm wiping my butt more than I think I should.
You think you shit too clean?
I think I shit too clean. I think I shit too clean.
That is, dude. That is equivalent to being on a job interview and somebody say, "What are your weaknesses?" And you're like, "I just work too hard. Every job I go to, I work too hard.
I'm kind of perfectionist.
And I just give it my all too much. And every company I work at, I make the company too much money. Those are my weaknesses."
No, I think it's because I shit too clean. And then I'm wiping my butt, and I'm like, at one point in time, you're wiping, you're like, wow,
that is a curse.
What am I even doing?
Your butthole's raw. You have a raw because you're like kind of like harping on the part of it where you shit too clean, but that's not the curse.
No, the curse is wiping my butthole. If only I could have looser stool, dude.
You're dry wiping.
It's straight up, and it's wild because like
you wipe till you bleed.
I was a heavy drinker for years.
Yeah,
and usually with heavy drinking comes like just terrible bowel movements. Dude, I would shit and I'd be like, man, I'm gonna go through like tons of paper.
Yeah,
and you start wiping your butt, and it's like a cat's tongue. It's just like, and you're like, oh, what is this? And you wipe again because you're like, maybe I missed it.
Yeah,
you question your own butthole.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I missed my own
maybe I got upper thigh. Was that upper thigh?
Where is it, dude? And then you're like you're going front. That's the weirdest part when you have to go to the front. You're like, where is the poop? And then you get worried. You're like, I'm gonna have shit in my jeans. Mm-hmm. Like, because I definitely meant like, where is the poop? And then you just give up.
So but is your butthole like constantly? Are you constantly aware of your butthole because of its rawness?
Only when I'm pooping.
Okay.
Only when you know what it feels like when people pull Velcro apart. It's like I can.
Dude, do you realize why that's happening? So this is very similar to when people are like over 600 pounds and they just only stay on like one sofa the whole entire time, and because they're so big, they're where they make contact with
you mean
the
like
sofa.
Bed sores?
Yeah, dude, you have butthole your butt is healing, like every time you wipe your butt,
butthole's like Wolverine's
dude, it's like, dude, every time
coming out and it closes back up, dude. It's like I do not have a butthole, dude. I know I have a butthole. Poop comes out of it, but dude, there have been times where I've crapped and I'm like, even dude, the only time I'm no Superman.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say like if I have diarrhea, I'm wiping my butt.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's
for sure.
Honestly, the only time I'm like, there's poop on here.
Yeah.
There have been times I've wiped my butt and been like, you're just like, where is the poop?
Yeah.
There's no way that it's that clean of a break.
Yeah.
You kind of get mad, dude. You're like, and then you get worried. Honestly, you get worried, especially in the summertime. Mm-hmm. Take a dump, you wipe butt, there's nothing on toilet paper. And then you're like, man, what's gonna suck is now
it's gonna burn.
It's gonna get sweaty and worse, and it's gonna be like
the salt from your hose.
Exactly.
Your asshole.
Salt in the butt wound.
Dude, you have a Weapon X hole. That is a fucking
dude. They call me Wolverine. That's my biggest curse.
That's a curse.
It's a crazy curse, and it's also a curse that like, even when I was saying it, I was like, no one's gonna. It's a curse that also no one believes.
Oh, I can extrapolate that curse
because people are like, if I'm like, yeah, I shit too clean. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, no, dude, like I crap and I wipe my butt,
Mm-hmm.
and there's rarely, barely, not enough on it where you're like, there's more on this.
Yeah.
There's got to be more shit down there.
So I think a lot of men when they were young probably can relate to this. I don't know how women can relate to this, but when I was young, and your mom is still washing your underwear and your clothes and stuff, and they're finding
The skid marks.
Skid marks.
Yeah.
My mom could not wait to find a skid mark so she could present. Dude, my mom would crush me with the skid marks. Dude, it was crazy. It was absolutely insane. Dog, there was like a few times in my life when my mom was conducting herself or interacting with me, and I was like, woman, grow the fuck up, right? And roasting me for skid marks was one of them.
Man,
I hated it.
well, I don't think you should love it. I don't think.
I know, dude.
I don't think there should be any kid what's really funny.
And
My mom makes fun of me for crapping my pants.
dude, I mostly didn't want her to have the satisfaction.
Sure.
I didn't want to. So preteen is when I started really going ham on the butt wiping because I just didn't want to hear.
Yeah,
it
you
from
don't
my
want
mom.
to. Yeah, you don't want to hear that.
And it got a little abrasive back then.
Yeah.
It would get abrasive.
We didn't have the toilet paper technology that we do now.
No, we were basically wiping our asses with UPS packages.
And also on top of that, I'm pretty sure there was soft toilet paper. There was toilet paper I remember having when I was a kid. I'm like, this is parchment paper.
Yes.
This is fucking wild.
It was origami paper.
Yeah,
You could make paper swans out of it.
fucking nuts.
Dude, it was so crazy.
I remember just being like, this is nothing. My mom would be like, it was on sale for this. I got 80 rolls of it for $4.
You know what? I've never heard anybody talk about this, but you're gonna know exactly what I say when I say it. So back in the day, toilet paper, you could still see the wood chips in it.
Yes.
You
I know
could
exactly what
still-
you're talking about. It looked like pencil shaving. I like my toilet paper with pulp in it, dude.
We were wiping our asses.
It was
with
pulpy
wood.
toilet paper.
Dude. It was
It was nuts.
It had a grade. It had a
Yes.
grade, like a sandpaper grade on it. Yo, what grade toilet paper y'all got? And honestly, we probably thought that was the way. We probably thought it had to be that way.
I thought that, yeah. I guess because, in my head, I'm like, yeah, it has to be bumpy to get in all the crevices and pull everything out of there.
Dude, I remember when they stopped having pulp in them and they started to be ribbed to make up for
Oh,
lack
yeah,
of
yeah,
pulp.
yeah, for
You know
lack
what
of
I mean?
pulp, yeah.
But then it was that didn't work the same as the pulp
No,
paper.
the pulp paper.
The ribbed paper back then would just leave like white toilet paper dust.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it was pulling everything.
Yeah.
It was just leaving butt lint
Everywhere.
everywhere.
That was
the toilet. I also believe
that was a curse, by the way. We were in the early 90s, we were all cursed. That was for sure a curse.
I also believe that soft toilet paper was for the elderly and for babies.
Mm-hmm.
So in my head, I'm like, yo, I'm using adult toilet paper. The
Okay.
toilet paper that
Yeah.
nobody likes
Yeah.
at all. This
yeah,
is just how you have to deal with it. I was like, this is what adults use. This is what big boys use. The shit that makes your asshole feel like you just put a firecracker in your butt crack.
Yeah, that was a crazy time.
What a nuts. That's also one of those things too where I remember it would remember when you throw the toilet paper in the toilet and it would just float on top of the wall. It wouldn't even sink down. It would just float.
It was a
on
boat.
top.
It was literally a boat.
There was so much wood in
Dude, it was crazy.
It would just
That was a
float.
crazy time. We were wiping our ass with plywood. It was crazy.
It was nuts.
It was the same stuff that Romans made ships out of. we used to wipe our ass with the stuff they put on the outside of the space shuttle so it doesn't burn up in orbit. It was crazy.
I'm pretty sure it had asbestos in it.
Yeah.
It was made to dude, and it was it wasn't until the late 90s where we started getting really nice soft toilet paper.
Dude.
And I think that's just because they're like, look, we have enough of this now.
Yeah.
It's affordable. You guys can have it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
you know what? Late 80s, early 90s, you guys are using OSB.
And let's never look back.
Yeah, let's never talk.
Never talk about this again. Let's act like we weren't wiping our asses with craft projects It was crazy.
It was toilet paper mache. It was fucked up, dude. It was stiff shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly think that may be one of the reasons my butthole. I think my butthole's calloused. You know? I think it's just my butthole learned at an early age.
Your asshole was like the palm of an iron worker. Yeah. So your butthole has been welding for 30 years.
My butthole looks like one of those kids from the 30s who has the coal mine. My butthole just looks like a Great Depression photo.
You have a pre-labor laws butthole.
My butthole definitely worked a kick press in 1922. It's like a chimney sweep. It's like that old chimney sweep who's like 3 years old. Just soot all over his face. Smoking a pipe like, yeah, I'm working.
Yeah.
I can work. I'm bringing home 12 cents for the family. Yeah, it was definitely. I think my butthole. That's the biggest curse I have.
Yeah,
is like just pooping too clean, and I wonder if that is going to be. That's my other thing now. Is like, I do think about the future, where I'm like, is it because it's like it's my butt? Like when I get old, and I don't have like the power to like push the poop out. Is it going to be a thing where someone's like, yo, your butthole is like, we have to pry it open to get the poop out of your butthole.
Yeah, you're going to blow your butthole out.
I'm very worried about this.
Yeah.
I've thought about this.
I don't push.
Dude, that is what a luxury. You don't push.
I had to learn, man. I had to learn.
What is that?
You're not supposed to push.
I know you're not supposed to.
Dude, it took forever for me to get this. As a matter of fact, I gave this as advice to somebody once. No, this is true shit.
Here we go.
So, a friend of mine that I train with, she was struggling with staying asleep. You know how like there's that time when you could wake up but you should still be sleeping, and the only thing you have to do is not open your eyes, and you can stay asleep.
All right.
Does that sound familiar at all?
No.
I think a lot of people are going to be able to relate to this.
I think maybe
there's this like this twilight time where you're like you're consciously your brain is consciously awake, but your body's still asleep, and you question yourself. You're like, wait, am I still asleep? Let me see if I'm asleep. And then you open your eyes. You're like, fuck, I'm awake now. But if you keep your eyes closed, you can easily just stay asleep.
I guess, I mean, my girlfriend would definitely relate to that. She would relate to that.
So she was talking to me about this, and she was saying how much she struggles with this.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know this is going to sound crazy, right? But I'm going to give you a task that's way harder to do, which is going to make this task seem easier. And she was like, what? And I was like, listen, I apologize for how personal this is going to sound.
Girl, it's about to get nasty.
We could pull my wife over here so that you know this isn't, as I'm not trying to.
This ain't me trying to be sexy with you.
I'm not trying to be nasty. And I told her, I was like, listen, because of what you're telling me, I already know. You push your poops out. You got to stop pushing. You got to let your body do what it naturally is supposed to do. And once you acclimate yourself to that, all the other things that you're going to need that internal discipline to allow yourself to do is going to feel like cake.
I mean, look.
It's like swinging with two bats.
I'm not going to say that that's, I mean, I've always heard, like, you know, you're not supposed to push. You're not supposed, but like, I do every time.
Dog.
Every time.
Listen, I'll tell you what. It feels gay. Not pushing, it feels gay. Dog, and I'm going to tell you why. And dude, it's crazy. What I'm about to tell you is crazy.
This sounds like a curse, dude. This sounds like a curse.
This might be a curse.
Like
because I've never heard anybody talk about this, what I'm about to talk about not pushing out of shit. Right? So when you push your poop out, you only really feel it, the acknowledgement of the poop, at the exit point of the butthole. It's like on its way out. Dude, when you don't push your poop out, you feel how far up your body the poop actually is. Because the muscles that are like doing it are working. And you can feel them. Dude, it feels insane. It feels insane. It's like you almost feel like well, I will say this. It definitely makes you realize that your butt is exit only.
Sure.
Right? Because you can feel that like with each like ripple, it's like it like pushes and then there's like a valve so that it can't come back up.
You know what I mean? So there's like chambers.
Yeah, it's like it like chambers it out of your body.
It's the poo tank, the 36 the 36 chambers.
Or the 22 chambers.
Oh, sure. I only have 22 chambers.
22 chambers.
Look, it's not happening.
Dude, it feels crazy.
I don't know if look, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying like every time I have to shit, I'm like, yo, I have to shit. And then I get to the bathroom and I'm like, and I know it's coming. There's no like, it's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. But when I sit down, my butt's just like, you thought, what did you think was going to happen? It's like, My butt was like a fucking fussy child that you got to reverse feed. You know what I'm saying? It's like, open it up. Come on. You're just like, let's go, dude. And then it's like, you gotta fucking give it a little tough love. Put the gas pedal down, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't. You also your shits don't get like smoothed out as much.
What, when they're pushed?
Yeah, when they're pushed.
Yeah, I know. My shits come out. They look like the fucking Thing from Fantastic Four, dude. My shits look like artifacts coming out of my body, dude.
Nah, when you don't push, they come out polished. They shine a little bit. Come out with a glaze on them, right out of the kiln.
They look real good.
They look good.
That's definitely I guess it's craft
you see
worthy.
That statue right there?
Yeah.
That's it on a shit.
Now that's amazing.
Yeah, that's a shit right there.
I'm pointing at a pillow, just a lumpy. Dude, my shit looks like a fucking the most comfortable pillow you could ever have.
Yeah.
But it is wild. And then like again, like I said, you shit and you're like, all right, I'm done. And you see your shit, you're like, yo, that's so much shit. And then you start wiping your butt, you're like, where is it? Yeah. There's no way that didn't leave something.
Yeah, that's definitely a curse.
Yeah. Man. I feel like it's going to impact me. The worst part about this curse is I know it's going to impact me later in life.
Yeah.
That's what I don't want.
Yeah, let's get on this Patreon.
Oh, yeah. We definitely did.
Yeah, we cooked. We cooked pretty hard. We cooked pretty hard.
We cooked hard on this shit. We definitely declared war on curses, without a doubt. And for a split second, we were declaring war on zippers for some reason.
On what?
On zippers.
Yeah,
on zippers caught it early.
Zippers. I mean, they led us to the curse.
They did.
They led us to the curse.
They definitely unzipped us.
Also, listen, I get it. Zippers can't be on everything, but man, they are like one of the best inventions, the most underrated inventions.
I'm not saying
ever.
Zippers aren't good. Zippers are great.
Yeah,
but I'm saying right now it's like
zipper. I mean, I've had zippers on my shoes.
You think your shoes should have zippers?
I had a pair with a zipper one time.
So you had the laces and also the zippers.
No, it was like what did they have laces?
They had to have. Only women's shoes don't have.
I don't know if they. I can't remember. I know they had like an outer layer that you would like zip up. Yeah,
I don't.
I had like track spikes sometimes have zippers.
Yeah, sure. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, look,
I guess I should have clarified that. They were track spikes. They weren't like they weren't thigh high boots that I was wearing.
What were they?
Yeah, my thigh high Pumas.
You should definitely check out the Patreon. Get on. You get a bonus episode. You get a secret unreleased episode. Become part of the community. All for $3. It's an amazing deal. Also, check out the book Solomon. It's still on sale. Pick it up. I've sold almost over 270 copies now.
Okay. Wait, you sold over 270 or almost over 270?
I think it's almost over 270.
Okay. I think he's cooking the books a little bit. If I'm gonna invest, I need to know exactly.
I don't know. My girlfriend told me a number and then I forgot it, but I know it's close to that.
Hell yeah.
But
Let's
definitely
go.
check that out. We'll put the link in the description. We're going to switch it over to Patreon. I've been Ryan Shander. This has been Sidney Gantt. We do this every Sunday. This has been Werewolf Fun. We will see you next time.